Be joined by Ali LaForce courtside.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Now here's Harden. You know, only 2 players have won both MVP and 6th Man of the Year honors. Bill Walton and James Harden.
What's interesting is that they won 6th Man of the Year at very different stages. Harden was 22 and still growing as a player, while Walton was 33 at the tail end of his career for the Celtics.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Johnson with a bucket.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Mitchell misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Harden. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Right wing. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Here's Harden. It's a 9-point spread. Driving inside. And Harden with the slam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Harris. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he dunks it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight. Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
At the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls? Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often. Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
The 3 from Mitchell. Here's Robinson. Another shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That free throw no good.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players in the back end of their careers.
19.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Timeout for the Bulls. Here's Westbrook. Did he answer, everyone? Get out for.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Knocked loose. Pass to Poole. Takes it inside. Second chance effort. And he dunks it down.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Kennard can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Anthony, left side. Back to Curry. This one for three. Jones grabs the board.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And it's Chicago with a board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
The three from Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Normally he drains that.
And here's Chicago. It's a 16-point game. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Simmons. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the three.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Pass to Jones. Inside. Right side, Mitchell. Oh, they need this. The shot no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls out in front. They lead by. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First team foul. Bulls substitution. Cameron Johnson.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. The Knicks making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, Dante DiVincenzo.
Smooth sailing for Chicago. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. From deep, Johnson. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Johnson's got 9.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris.
Second team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Mitchell. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Mitchell's got his first basket.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Harden. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Out to the right wing. Outside Harden. Outside Johnson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Grant, Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it. Paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number 45.
Here's Mamukelashvili. On target from range. He's got 10.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Kennard outside. 3-pointer. That one no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Pass to Johnson. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. McDermott from outside. Kennard with the rebound. And here's New York now. And here's Mitchell. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll go on Joe Harris.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Najee. No good on the quick 3.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Poole up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Back to Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Substitution on the court.
.121 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Robinson. It's tipped. Outside Grant. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Robinson. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Poole with the ball. Now Herter defending. The drive by Poole. It's hauled in by Robinson. And the Knicks with possession. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Here's Jordan. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Robinson. Looking to win the run. Over Anthony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
15 foul.
No good on that one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Poole outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Chicago, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now here's Simmons. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
This is Mitchell at his best. Such an aggressive scorer, always ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. PA?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Yes, it's good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Looking at Doug McDermott, it took some time for him to find his footing in the league, but now he looks very comfortable.
Now Harden. He's got 10. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
He is an absolute master at drawing fouls. Harden is so good at getting the defense to foul him with so many crafty moves.
Well, the reason McDermott continues to get playing time is that he knows how to play to his strengths.
Especially on offense. Capable of playing either forward position, but he's gravitated well to playing the 4 because of his ability to stretch the floor.
Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Pass to Kennard to win the run. Rebound by the Bulls.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
And Harden is capable of getting you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
On the wing, McDermott. From deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. McDermott's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. It's Herter on the wing. Pass to Ward. And stolen by McDermott. Harden drives in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The ultimate weapon offensively. Harden just draws so much attention.
Harden hits them both. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Simmons. And he can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Seth Curry.
Outside Simmons. Nails it from beyond the arc. Simmons has got 7 points in the game.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Johnson. With the fadeaway. And the shot goes. He's got 11.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
From deep, here's Simmons. Chicago grabs the miss. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Harden. Deflected. Harris on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Even though he's undersized, he's making an impact on the glass, looking fearless right now.
And stolen by Simmons. Doesn't go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Left side, Harden. Yep, that one goes. Harden's got 20.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
Here's Kennard. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
First field foul. Third team foul.
.136 left to play in the third quarter. From deep, Batum pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And it's Simmons missing.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Harden. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
24.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after him. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
So both teams making some changes here. Mitchell drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Left side, Mitchell. Here's Ward. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Harden with it. To the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be back in a moment. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way.
Kennard outside. The three is up. Unable to get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. To the inside. Johnson. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Down low. And McDermott with a slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That'll be foul number 5 on him. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. And here's Harden. Pass to Mamukelashvili. The 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now Herder. Can they get it? Here's Ward. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Well, we've seen coaches' challenges introduced to the NBA. I think they've been great. What's your take, RJ?
Well, the league does a really good job of working with the replay center in Secaucus, but there's one tweak. If you win your challenge, I feel like you should get a second. That's just in my opinion.
Man, I agree 100%. Harden can't hit.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Herder, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Doug McDermott.
3rd team foul. Kevin Herter.
That one misses.
2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Now here's Harden. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Kennard can't get it to go.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Out to the wing. Here's Mamukelashvili. Robinson defending. And he jams it home with authority.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Right side, Mitchell. Pass to Robinson. It doesn't go for him. Good D by McDermott. Chicago with the ball. Big run right now for him, 11-2. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
And he drops the first. Good on both. Now Harden. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Here's Mitchell. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Chicago call.
Harden with it. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Fires in the triple. He's got 25.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Jacks up a 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And as recovery and injury prevention goes high tech, Richard, many players are starting to wear the trackers to measure the wear and tear.
Well, look, wear and tear, at the end of the day, players have more things to their access. It doesn't matter if you're talking about medical equipment, treatment, doctors, trainers. So there's going to be wear and tear because that's professional sports, but more stuff today have been instituted to help the players recover faster.
And hopefully prolong their careers.
If they're good enough.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for James Harden.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And so here is Chicago. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Back to McDermott. And McDermott with a slam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so here is Chicago. And here's Harden. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Next ball.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. No good. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent through.
Let the games begin. A million ways to win. I'm sick of the wait and sick of the pain. I live with this weight within that weighs me down, but nevertheless I find a way to win. I pick up the pace and simmer the game. The shook of the pace I bring. Embrace the savior. They're thinking of ways to slay the king. Running away from ways of sin. She thinking of ways to break me in. Delivering major, narrator. The bigger the work rate, the bigger the paper. I'm telling them your validation, boy, I validate myself. These rappers couldn't stomach me, they punch below the belt. Sitting and dreaming of palm trees, more drive than a calf. You're lukewarm, that's half heat. I'm Luke Pate, I'm Kweli, I'm Mos Def, I'm Ali. Who in the wanna spar me? This ain't a regular party. Somebody ring an alarm, please. My co-vote to the next stage. I've been ahead of the next wave and the next wave and the next wave. Labels are playing a guess game. I'll be the king of the chess game, telling them give me the checkmate. I'm a black man in a white world with a mad flow and a fresh fade. Couldn't see this in the X-ray. Space bars, better escape. The lost hope, but I kept faith. No games, but I kept played. Stones back with a new flow. Don's like, where did you go? Gotta move though through the back doors and the loopholes. Move slow, then you lose hope. Gotta think fast, never stoop low. Few scars from a few foes. Now we move smart, never too close. Head in the game, telling them give me the praise. They never could sever the flame. Don't want a regular wage. Brother will be coming of age. Something to nothing, I promise I'm coming. I'm setting it up in a blaze. Gluttonous brothers is plotting on me. I'm in a cup with a couple of. I wouldn't bother to bother the one. Running a shot of this bob and I weave. Never forgetting that nothing is free. I've been ahead of them, I'm in the lead. I was a brother with nothing to see. One of the rappers who got a degree. I'm just a brother with nothing to hide. Ready to get in no matter the heights. Give you a little advice. Don't be the one that be living a lie. If you be plotting, you better be wise. Never be letting them get me alive. Brothers be trying to be killing the vibe. I will endeavor to sever the ties. Spending my hours on keeping the relevance. I was a brother with nothing but eminence. Double the pressure with nothing but elegance. I was a man who believed in development. Hard to fade, had to be prevalent. Last place, never was evident. Even though I was ahead of them, I was determined to make them irrelevant. Then I come for the regiment. I'll be the king of the residents. Put me on Letterman. I'm in my element. I was 11 when I was a... Give me the mic. Running the king. Hungry as ever. Nothing to eat. Nothing to something. I body the beat. None of you brothers got nothing on me. Stones here. Busker flow.
We're back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And it's almost All-Star time. And Alexis, you're headed out to Utah in just a few short days. So I wanted to ask, what's your favorite part about All-Star Weekend?